Alright, today we're going to go over the front headlock series. This is going to come off of somebody shot like a double-A takedown. Okay, so we're right here. We have an underhook, and on this side we have an overhook. So we're right here, would be sprawling, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my underhook, and then I'm going to cup his chin right here. Okay, so I'll come right here on this side, and I'll be right here, and I'm going to go cup, and I'm going to snap him forward. Before I start going for my DARs or my anaconda chokes, I'm going to snap him forward and keep bringing him down. Okay, so I'm going to go pop. If they're built up right here and I go to start trying to choke them, they're going to run me to my back right there. And that's what's going to happen to you. So I'm right here. I'm going to go pop, and then usually I'll give one more before I start coming in. There's two different grips we're going to go over right now. We're going to go over our DARS grip and our anaconda grip. Okay, so the first one right here is we're going to go anaconda. I'm going to shoot my arm through to right here, and I'm going to have this one, and I'm going to go to the gable grip right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse this arm in by pinching my elbows together right here. And then from here, I'm going to shoot this one in deeper, and I'm going to lock it like a rear naked choke. Okay, so again, right here, I'm going to pop them forward, shoot this one through, gable grip, collapse that in, and lock it like a rear naked choke. We're going to go over two different finishes. One of them is pretty easy, and one's a little more complicated. So we're right here, we pop them forward, we shoot this one in, lock it, gable grip, collapse them down, shoot that in, lock it like a rear naked choke. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jam into him. Slide a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to jam into him. Once I'm locked up, here, trip, and go right to mount. Do not let go. A lot of people let go of their rear naked choke grip while they're rolling. If the guy is really big, a lot bigger than you, and your arms aren't short, or very short, what you can do is you can stay in this grip right here, head down. I'd be in this sprawled position the whole time, but I'm being nice right here. So I'm going to come here, trip, and that's with the gable grip, and I use my hip to push the arm into his neck. Okay, so from the other side, right here, I shoot this one through, go to the gable grip, pinching my arms together, shoot this one through, lock it up, jam into him, trip, go right over the mount. Alright, the second finish is going to be right here. I'm going to do the same setup, pop them down, shoot this one through, lock it up, here, and then collapse this arm, lock it up, roll, get upside down, stop, and walk myself to mount. Okay? From the other angle. Okay? We're right here. Gonna shoot this through. So I'd be here, pop him down, shoot this through, collapse, lock it up, roll, stop, chase his hips. Right there. So there's two different finishes for the anaconda. There's more, but we'll just go over those two. Now we'll go into DARS. Okay, DARS is almost the same choke, but the difference is that DARS locks to the inside, anaconda locks to the outside. So DARS will go here, anaconda locks out here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, same thing. Same setup at first, pop them down. The difference is my grip, I'm going to come right here and put this hand over the top of this hand. Right here, I'm not going to go to the gable grip if I'm in the DARS. Because as soon as I let go to shoot this one through, he'll just pull that arm back if I don't have a grip on it. So I go here, here, and I'm going to pop him forward. Now I'm going to take this hand and shoot it through and lock it up like a rear naked choke again on his back. So again, right here, I popped him forward, shot this one through, pushed this one down, collapsed him down, take this hand, shoot it through, lock it up. Now, the difference on this one is the finish is going to be a lot different. Okay, so from right here, we're going to shoot again, here, lock them down, shoot this one through, lock it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand down and cup his elbow. So I'm going to pop him onto this hip right here, but if I don't block this arm, he'll post it out there and he'll stop me, and I won't be able to turn him over. So right here, here, shoot that through, lock it up, take down, and then I'm just going to go pop right here. Now to finish it, there's many finishes for DARs. First one I can lock, and I can push and go push right into him. Or I can turn towards his hips and hook his top leg right here and finish. Okay, so again, we're right here. We shoot this one through. We pop him down. Hand goes over the hand. This one shoots through, locks up, blocks the elbow, and see I'm going to pop and tip him over. Shoot that in deeper, lock it up, sit towards the hip, and squeeze right here. Top leg to top leg. Okay, last DARs, there's another DAR setup. Go. This one is from Side Control. Yeah, right there. Come this way. Okay, so from Side Control, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be in my side control with my knees tight to his body, and I'm going to sit through to Modified Scar. Here, I'm going to take my top hand out, and I'm going to shoot it through, and I'm going to block the inner part of my thigh right here. I'm going to grab my thigh. Now this hand is going to come out, and I'm going to block the hip, and I'm going to start circling here, and I'm going to use my leg here to get him onto his side, and then I'm locked up in DARs. Okay? So again, I'm side control with my knees tight. I sit through the Modified Scar, and I'm going to take this hand and shoot it down and grab the inner part of my thigh from here. This hand's going to come out, block the hip. I'm going to circle right here, and I'm going to be locked up. So I ended up in that front headlock. If he came up onto his knees then, come all the way up, then I would bring him back down, turn, and finish. So a lot of these positions are the same. You just start in a different position. So let's do that one more time. Right here. We sit through. When we come back knees tight, we're putting this one up higher. So we went from here to here. And I block here, here, circle, using my leg to bring him around, and I'm fully locked. I won't have to adjust and set the DARs, okay? That's off of sitting through the Modified Scar. Here's another setup. This one, this guy is, this one, he's sitting there with his elbows tight here. And I'm going to pop up like I don't have a lot of control, but I'm going to pop up right here, and I'm going to take my knee off of it. And then use this one to catch that one, and then go through. So here's how it's going to look tight. So I'm here, I'm working, I pop up for knee on belly, here, and I slide my knee off, here, and I catch it right there with my other leg. So I'm passing it off, and then I would go through and block. So one more time, right here, pop up, shoot the knee off, catch the leg with this other leg, right here. Next we're going to go over DARsing, more DARs moves from Side Control. Okay, I'm going to show you the actual setups, because a lot of times when people do an instructional, they show like the finish of the DARS, but I'm going to go through the whole how to set up a DARS from side control. Most common is, people show it off of knee on belly, but I'm going to go from side control right here. Okay, so we're right here, and what I'm going to do is my knee on belly is really not getting him to turn into me. All I'm doing is just changing the angle so that I can pull him up onto his side. From right here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop up for a second, and I'm going to hook his shoulder, and I'm going to rip him onto his side right here. See how my arm right here goes right into that front headlock again. That's going to keep him from going flat back to his back. So I'm going to rip him onto his side right here. Now, I have to pull this underhook arm out and bring it as an overhook to lace it for the DARS. But I can't just pull it out because he'll just rip and go flat back and I'll lose the whole position. Okay, so right here what I have to do is I have to sprawl and I have to put the center of my chest right onto his shoulder right here. So I'm going to go sprawl, pop here, and I'm using my chest to hold right here so that I can pull my arm out to lace it through. So I'm right here, I go pop, chest is holding, I shoot this one through right here. Now from here I go to the gable grip and I'm going to collapse his head. Now I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to push it right here. I call it turtling the head, like I'm trying to push a turtle head back into its shell. So and then I'm going to shoot that in deeper and then I'm going to lock it like a rear naked choke. So again, we're right here. Okay, so I'm side control, knees tight. Pop up knee on belly, and I'm going to rip him. I'm not waiting for him to turn towards me, because a lot of guys know, and they won't turn towards you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook his shoulder, and I'm going to rip him right into that front headlock. Okay, now from here, I can't just pull this arm out because he'll, my underhook, because he'll just go flat back. So I got to go pop, and I use my chest here, and I'm holding him down. I shoot this one through, gable grip, collapse the head, turtle the head, shoot it through, lock it up. Okay, so last time, we're right here. So I'm going to go right here. Again, I'm side control, knees tight. I pop up, knee on belly, and I rip him onto his side. I go right into that front headlock. From here, I'm going to pull him and set my chest right on his shoulder. I shoot this one through, lock it like a gable grip, collapse the head, turtle the head, shoot it in, lock it up. Okay, here I'm going to show you a detail of if you've got somebody with a really strong neck and you can't get this collapse because they keep bridging their head up. Okay, I'm going to circle to 3/4 north-south. And I'm going to use the inner part of my leg right here, and I'm going to collapse his head to hold it, to lock it up better. Okay? Again, his head is up. I'm trying to collapse it. I circle 3/4 north-south. I collapse the head with my inner part of my thigh, turtle him, lock it up. Finish. Push him flat here, or turn towards the leg, top leg to top leg. Next, we're going to do a DARS setup from the turtle right here. Okay, so this is a very common position in wrestling. They call it like a power half or power 3/4. Okay, so right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in. I'm going to put my seatbelt on them. Okay, just turn just a hair like this. Okay, so right here. Okay, so now we're going to do a DARS from the turtle position. I'm going to put my seatbelt onto him right here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wrestling, the Iowa ride, the ball and chain. I'm going to bump him forward with my knee right here, and I'm going to hook his leg right here. Okay, very important detail right here. If you see my feet are up, it's not laces down, it's toes up because I'm pinching his leg, and this will keep him from rolling. Okay. And then from here, what I got to do is I sit him back just a little bit to keep him from rolling. And I'm going to come right over. I'm going to cut here because this will keep him from rolling. And then I'm going to shoot down. And then I go gable grip. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse him. And I'm going to shoot this in deeper. And I've already have got him locked up with that leg in there, okay? So when you finish this, you can take them over onto their shoulders directly over and put them flat back, or you can take them to the side, okay? So a lot of times I'm either seat belt, I got my crossface, spiral ride, crossface far ankle, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bump him, or I could have wrist control 2-on-1, and I'm gonna bump him forward, and I'm gonna hook in my ball and chain right here with the toes up because it's squeezing his leg, okay? If he tries to roll, he can't roll for a knee bar. Here, roll, because he's not in the right position. All it's gonna do is put him inverted like that. But he can't, the only way I could get knee barred here is if my leg was up. If I'm up with it in between his legs. But right here, it's not gonna get knee barred. And he couldn't roll because I'm tight here and I'm controlling. So this is gonna keep him from rolling off of this shoulder. Roll that way. He could try to roll that way, or he could try to roll the other way. So try to roll that way, but it's just, all it's gonna do is I've got the ball and chain. Okay, so I'm spiral riding. Spiral ride is just hand to the inside part of the thigh, controlling him. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put almost like a collar tie on his neck on the back here. And then I'm going to shoot through here, and then I cull. Very important detail is that I have to lower my shoulder past his, if I try to do it from up here, you might even be able to get it locked up, but you won't be tight. I have to lower myself and put myself shoulder into his armpit and then take him and lock it up. Or I could take him over this way and finish it too. Okay, so let's do it, sorry. We'll do it from this side. Okay, so we're right here. Again, I'm going to be controlling him. I bump him forward. I hook in the ball and chain. From here, I collar tie and I control the back of his neck. I shoot through here. I got to get below and then gable grip, collapse him down, set up the doors and then squeeze. So that's darzing from the turtle position.